Hey, we're here at Garden of the Gods, and we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about eloping here at Garden of the Gods. Let's get started.
Hey, we're Mal and Rue, and this is our cute dog, Raina. And before we dive into all the nitty-gritty details about eloping here at Garden of the Gods, I wanted to share a little bit about who we are and what we do. We are Colorado elopement photographers and videographers, and we've been filming and photographing elopements here now for almost 10 years. So we know the Garden of the Gods like the back of our hands, and we're excited to share as much as we can with you here in this video. If you are interested in eloping in Colorado, feel free to contact us. We would love to help plan and capture your day. And with that, we'll talk about our first tip to eloping here at Garden of the Gods, which is how to get here.
Okay, so if you live in Colorado, you might know that Garden of the Gods is located pretty much in the heart of Colorado Springs. It's about an hour and a half, depending, south of Denver. So super easy to get to, whether you're in state or out of state. Like I said, if you are coming in from out of state, it's a short bop down the way, right along the mountains from the airport. So super accessible, really easy to get to. So if you're flying in and out of DIA, Denver International Airport, you just grab a rental car, come on down. You don't need any four-wheel drive or anything. It's very accessible, chill roads the whole time. It's great. There is also an airport here in Colorado Springs, but it usually is a little bit more expensive than flying in and out of the Denver airport.
All right, now that you know how to get here, we're going to talk about the permits and logistics of eloping here in the park. So you don't need a permit to elope here in Garden of the Gods at the time of us recording it. This is a city park in Colorado Springs, so they can change the rules, but at the moment, as long as you're having a small number of guests and keeping your impact minimal, you are allowed to elope here without a fee, which makes it a really appealing option for somebody that is just wanting a low stress, no hassle elopement experience. And while you don't necessarily need a permit to elope here, you do need your marriage license. And getting your marriage license in Colorado is actually a pretty easy experience. We'll leave a link in the description below for an application to apply for your marriage license, but typically you just need a form of an ID, you're gonna meet with a county clerk's office, you're gonna prove you are who you say you are and your intentions to marry your partner, and they will issue a marriage license for you that you can pick up at the county clerk's office, or if you're in Colorado, they can mail it to you as well. For more information about marriage license and applications and stuff, we'll leave a link in the description below so you can get started on that. It's typically a $30 fee for signing your marriage license and making it official. You do not need a witness and you don't need an officiant. So if it's just you two wanting to come to Colorado and elope, totally a viable option. Once you sign it, you return it back to the county clerk's office and they will mail you the original back after they take a copy. So pretty low stress. If you do want an officiant or a witness, you can definitely have that. We had Raina here sign our marriage license, so you can get your dog to be your witness as well, which is kind of fun.
It's very fun. So jumping over to other logistics such as time of year to consider, honestly, Garden of the Gods is really beautiful any time of year. Because it's on the Front Range, you get some snow sometimes, but it doesn't stick around too long, so it's really accessible all year round. I would say the summer gets pretty toasty, so definitely leaning more towards a sunrise sunset vibe is probably a way to go if you're looking at summer here. But this is springtime here, and it's gorgeous. I mean, you have greenery around, you have the red rocks. So if you're looking at maybe shoulder seasons here in Colorado, I think this is top tier option for sure. I'd also say that fall is probably the most popular season to elope here just because of the red rocks with the leaves changing, and it's just such a great season. So definitely the most popular, but you can't go wrong in any of the seasons.
One thing we get asked about quite frequently too is accommodations. Because Colorado Springs is kind of a metro area, there are a lot of people that live here, which means there are a lot of options for places to stay. So you can stay at a hotel or an Airbnb is typically the most common. As far as hotels go, there are a lot of great options here in Colorado Springs that we can recommend, or you can just check out on Google. The Garden of the Gods Resort is actually right across the street. I'm actually looking at it right now, and is a really fun option because it is right here and it is incredibly beautiful. So if you're wanting just incredible beauty around your whole elopement day, the Garden of the Gods Resort is pretty fun. We're not connected or associated with them in any ways, but we do find it's a fun place for couples to stay when they come. Airbnbs are also a great option if you have family coming with you. Sometimes it's fun to get an Airbnb where you can all stay together, or a couple Airbnbs, so you're kind of just bopping between those. Bunches of options around. If you want to stay a little closer to the mountains, you can definitely do that, or you want to stay a little closer to town, there's definitely all sorts of options. Airbnb, hotel. I just have a look, think about where you want to stay, book the place, come on out, have a great time. So now that you have your season picked out, you know where you're going, you got your marriage license thing relatively sorted, we're gonna give you some recommendations on what to pack, what to wear. You're wondering probably, hey, Rue and Mal, it's my wedding day. I should probably wear wedding clothes. For sure, you should wear wedding clothes if that's what makes you feel good. But I will say there is a way that you can adapt your wedding clothes so you can feel comfortable and confident on your elopement day. So if it's winter, we recommend, if you're wearing a wedding dress, to put something underneath your wedding dress that might not show, but it will keep you warm. How we normally do winter elopements is we'll have typically somebody wearing a coat, and then when we take photos and videos, they'll take off the coat and then they'll put it back on. So bring a big coat if you're eloping here in the winter, because it is Colorado, and while it might not snow a bunch here in Colorado Springs in the wintertime, still Colorado. You might be experiencing some snow and some colder temperatures in the winter, so bring a big coat. If you're eloping here in the summer, making sure you're bringing lots of water. In general, we are at around 6,300 feet of altitude, so it is pretty high up, which means water and consuming water throughout the day will prevent headaches, it'll prevent altitude sickness, and just keep you overall a healthier, happier person. So drink water on your way here so you are feeling good and confident and comfortable. And while that might not seem like obvious tips of like, hey, wearing certain clothing and drinking water and being fed is, just part of being human, we will say that on elopement days, the emotions are running high. It's easy to forget the things like drinking water, eating food, and wearing comfortable clothes because you're so wrapped up in the experience of the day. But it does make a difference when you're properly prepared and are able to have a good positive experience while staying cool and comfortable and confident at all times of year.
I'm a big snack gal. I will not let you forget to take a snack break. Don't worry.
We'll bring snacks.
Touching on the shoe subject for a moment, I think you could get away here with a bit of a fancier shoe if that's your jam and what you want to go with. I wouldn't recommend heels in good authority, honestly. It's still a trail. Around us, you'll see these rocks. They can be on uneven terrain. But something comfortable, but also stylish. I think never a bad route. But if you want to lean more towards the stylish, I think out of a lot of locations in Colorado, here is a place where you can actually do that and feel good about it.
Yeah, a lot of couples bring hiking shoes just because it's fun, right? Like a wedding dress and hiking shoes, just like kind of a fun look and a good vibe. So we do see that pretty frequently here. And then it opens up opportunities to hike if you want to hike around. But yeah, if you want maybe fancier shoes for your ceremony and then change into hiking shoes, you can get the best of both worlds. One thing we always think about when it comes to elopements here at Garden of the Gods and in Colorado in general is that the elopement experience is for us the most important part of the day. So when we're helping couples plan and we're filming and we're photographing, we're always going back to the experience that the couple is having and how we can help make that experience magical and memorable for them. When it comes to planning your elopement at Garden of the Gods, we highly recommend thinking about your experience first and the photos and videos second. And so it's easy here because the views are so awesome and the location is so accessible to think like, oh, I'll just drive up to this awesome place, I'll get an epic photo at sunset, and then I'll leave. But this is a really fun park to just explore. You can sit down and you can have a picnic. You can have a slow dance in the rain. You can have all sorts of fun experiences here beyond just rocking up, taking some photos, and leaving. We've had couples here play pickleball on the morning of their elopement, and then they come and get married here with their dogs. So there's all sorts of unique and fun and special things you can incorporate into your elopement experience here at Garden of the Gods. And so I recommend for you to pick an activity or two that you can do here on your elopement day. Some things we recommend is hiking. You can have a picnic. You can read letters from your families and friends. Sometimes family members can send you with letters if it's just the two of you eloping. Other activities, you could go on a bike ride. You could rock climb. This is a very popular rock climbing destination. You can go skydiving. There's a bunch of things that you can do. So I think just having a think like, okay, what is it that sounds fun for us to do on our elopement day that is part of an experience that's more than just rocking up and taking photos? We like to think of how can we go deeper and more meaningful on every elopement experience that we're planning for couples so we can make it really fun. Like your wedding day, this is your wedding day. It's meant to be as fun and memorable as possible. And so while it's easy to think of like, oh, I'll go there because I can get the best photos, you can go here, you can get the best photos, but also have a think on like what type of experience and activities you want to do too to help make the day just a little bit more special.
Rena, do you have anything to add?
This place is great.
Perfect. You heard it here first. So something else to consider for your elopement day here at Garden of the Gods are what vendors you want to hire to be a part of your elopement day. We're a little biased, but photo and video feels like an essential one if you want your day captured. We also help plan the day, so if planning is not really your jam, we're happy to help in a big way if you'd like. Other vendors to consider are hair and makeup, if that's your jam as well. Sometimes you can find vendors or hair and makeup vendors that will come with you if you want that as well and just be with you throughout the day, touching you up, making you look beautiful forever. Other vendors to consider are bakers, if you want like a cake or cupcakes or some type of dessert for your day. Musicians, if you wanted any music for your ceremony or throughout the day, something like that. If you wanted a bouquet, a florist is a great option. Something really cool about Garden of the Gods is it's on the Front Range, which is kind of this right before you get to all the mountains. It's, you know, the kind of cluster of metropolitan area. So Denver, Colorado Springs, Boulder, Fort Collins, etc. You get so many options of vendors wherever you want to go, and you have just a lot of options to choose from, which is really nice. A private chef is also a really fun addition and really like elevates the elopement day to make it something really special and unique and tailored to exactly what you're craving.
And just to wrap up our thoughts on vendors, we are definitely a little biased that we are Colorado elopement photographers and videographers. We are here in Garden of the Gods, ready to film and photograph your elopement. We do a lot of planning help, like Mal said. We also deliver all of our elopement films and photos in 1 week, which is the fastest that you will see. So if you're like, hey, we want to elope and then we want to have a big party or reception back home a week later, you can hire us and get your photos and videos back in time to share at your reception. So we have never seen anybody deliver it as fast as we are, and that is a guarantee that we will deliver it in 1 week. So if you are really excited about eloping here at Garden of the Gods, we would love to chat more about how we could help plan and capture your day. Our link is in the description below if you want to contact us, and we can hop on a call and get the planning process started to capture an amazing elopement here in the base of the Rocky Mountains.